What is up, YouTube? I'm back with another video, and in this video I'm trying to just go into it because it's already 1 o'clock. But we are actually going to be installing my ECS tuning suspensions on my A3. I've been trying to do this for the longest ever. So here, probably some of the stuff you might need to do this kind of job is obviously your jack. Try to have one or two jack stands because you will need them. I got my little trusty M18 impact drill, and then I got my suspensions in here. I actually might take them out and organize them, that way I can know what the hell I'm doing. Now you guys are probably asking, oh, what's my way? Okay, my way on doing it is actually I jack it up, I put a jack down, then I put this jack right underneath this, because once you unscrew this is immediately just gonna want to fall because there's pressure in this. So just imagine that. So I jack it up so it holds it. Now this is a 19 right here, 19. And in the other, there's not this side, but like right underneath it, right here, I need like a 17 or an 18. I'm pretty sure it's an 18 too. That way when I can unscrew it easily, but when I screw it back in, I kind of need to hold it in place because it's, it won't grab good. So once I do that, once I unscrew this is good. I'll slowly let this go down, and then I'll take this off, and then that's when I'll be able to take this off right here. And then I have the new ones right here actually. Boop. And I got the spring right here. And I got to lower and put it higher, or dampener or whatever, which should be going somewhere around like here, I don't know, something like that. I'll show you guys once I'm pretty much done with it. But yeah, start doing this. They saw me trying to unscrew it. Well, I tried to do it. I thought this was gonna not move because I don't know, I just thought it was rusted enough to the point where it didn't want to move. But while I unscrew this, it unscrews the one down here. So I need to actually wait for the ratchet so I can put it in there, hold it in place while I unscrew it so the screw can come out. My cousin actually went to go get it right now. So yeah, we're gonna have to wait for that. I was thinking about repainting these, but they look good. I just need to probably touch them up again. So it's just dirt stuff. But yeah, I already took it. So I had this on there. Mind you, this wasn't jacked up really high, so I jacked it up. I got a 19 because legit this, where is it? The 19 is right here. You need a 19 for the nut, for this nut that goes in the bottom. So yeah, you don't need an 18, you need a 19. So whenever you guys are doing this, just make sure you guys have a set for this, because 19 is what fits in this. I unscrewed it. I did this so it could go down. I compressed it. I compressed it just so it doesn't fly over me or anything like that, or at me. So I put it down. This thing kind of was laying on it, so I just kicked it off, pulled it out. Now I need to take the bushing of this, put it on the end of this. This goes actually down here like this, as such. Somewhere like this. And now I need to take this off. These are there. Actually, I thought they were in here, but they're actually out here, and they are 16 millimeters. This one and this one. So you take those two out, and it should come off right away. But what I'm gonna do is actually remove this one back here, then remove those two upstairs, up there. It'll be easier. So yeah. All right, so what I did first for this is I actually unscrewed it down here first, because if I would have unscrewed it from the top, it would have been loose everywhere, and if I would have been drilling it out, I would have been moving left to right and stuff like that. So I just took this one out first. I actually put the jack down here just in case. I don't know if that was the only thing holding it upwards, so I put my jack there and I left it there. Took out the screw. It was 60 millimeters, one here and one in the opposite side. Now I'm actually going to look at the difference. Look at the springs, this one's and this one's, and they both feel, I mean, this one's stronger obviously because it's OEM, but this one still feels pretty strong too. And now I'm actually replace everything that's on this with the new one, and then throw it back on and adjust the dampener, I think that's what it's called, which is this right here. Adjust this, see where I want it, and pretty much it. All right, so I already put this side and I already put the other side. So I put it on. So what I did, because I put this all the way down, like it was on the floor, and my tire was in here, like directly in here. So what I did to have a good fitting, like the picture I'm gonna show you right now, is I actually grabbed the little nut. If you want the same fit that I have, then this is what I did. I grabbed this. This is the nut that goes right under here, connected to this. I grabbed this and I lifted both of these all the way up here. What I did is I put the bottom on the black bottom part of this, and I just screwed it down until it reached this part right here, and then I turned it a couple of times, like once or twice, like two spins, and then I cracked it down so it could hold on. And that's the fitment that I got it off this part, not this part right here, this part, the circle big one, because this is, I mean, this is about an inch, probably a little bit less, but that's why I did that. So yeah, I mean, it's a pretty good fitment. I like how it looks, and it's not that low. I mean it is low, but it's not that low. I mean, like, as you guys know, I have subs in the back and I have a chucho, so you know that's more weight, so it's probably gonna be even lower than what the picture looked like. So right now I'm actually gonna put this in, screw it down, and put it down and show you guys how it looks from the back. I still need to put the front ones. The front ones are the hardest, so yeah. All right, guys, moment of truth right now. Hold on. Boom. Woo. Oh, that looks perfect right there. I would have gone a little bit higher, but I'm just trying to kill the wheel gap just like that. Like, I'm not trying to have that no more. I'm trying to have no wheel gap. Perfect. Now, I actually need to do the front. Now, the front is a bitch to do. So, I already finished this side. As you can see, I have a lot of stuff I need to put back. And then this is the other side. Killing the wheel gap. This is what I really wanted. This side might look a little bit smaller, but I think it just looks a little bit lower. Is because of how the car is leaning kind of this way. Other than that, it's pretty much perfect. So now I'm actually go ahead and do the front, and yeah, this is gonna be a bitch to do. All right, so I almost forgot to make a video about the front ones. So guys, whenever you guys are doing this side, be careful. I didn't take this one out of here because I know I'm not gonna use this link or this strut right here, so I don't really care. I didn't take this one out of here, but I did take the one of down here. Now guys, these things, this is a right here, this is a 16 if I remember correctly, or 16, 17, something like that, right? Now in order for you to remove this screw, and the same goes for down here, you have to have a T series or a star, one of those, and you have to put it in here and hold this screw in place while you turn this. Because if you turn this without having anything in here to hold it, or without holding this is just gonna spin and it's never gonna come off. So what me and my cousin actually had to do to take this shit from down here, he had to hold it with one of these. Hold it like on the outside, because the thread broke inside of this one and that one. So this one had like a little gap to pretty much play like right here. So what he did was he grabbed it right here, clamped it, while I unscrewed it, and this didn't move. And it was the worst shit ever. He left and he came back, so thank God he came back, because if he didn't come back, I pretty much wouldn't be able to take it off. I would have probably cut it off or something. So yeah, so right now we actually went to buy a T60 or something like that, because I don't have this one right here, and I think we needed to move it back a little bit. That way the clamp in here opens up, that way we can take this out of here. I took out the 3 screws that go down here. Show you guys. It goes one right here, one right here, one right here, one right here, and the other one is up here. I took those screws off. That way so this can go down or up or whatever. I just took it off just in case. I took this out of here. So now what I need to do is just, like I said, take out the screw from back here. That way the clamp will open a little bit and we can take this out. We took out the screws in the top, which is right above here. We took those the screws out of there, and right now it's loose, as you guys can see. So when he takes that out, I actually found, I didn't find a trick. Technically I found the trick, which I grabbed the jack and I just put it right here and just make it do the pressure. That way you can just pop it out of in here. But I tried it a couple times, as you can see, you know, it's kind of bent right here. I tried it, but it didn't break it off, because it's still being clamped, so it's not going anywhere. So until I remove that screw, yeah. He should be back in a few from getting the stuff. That way we can get this done, and we actually need to do the other side. So yeah. Now how did we get it out this time? Alright, how we got it out is we unscrew the three 60mm bolts in the bottom. We unscrewed the 60mm that goes in the back, this one. Now guys, make sure you have a 14mm triple square socket bit, because if you don't, you're not going to be able to take this bolt out. I can assure you that. So make sure that you guys have one of those. I'm probably going to post a video on everything that you will need to take out of the suspensions when this video starts. But this shit was a bitch. I had to go all the way like 20 miles to buy the piece to the socket to take this off. Nevertheless, took that one out. What I did is I grabbed one of these jacks. Make sure that they're kind of like this in the end. I took out the brake line and everything, moved it. I rested it on top of this which is why this is bent. And then I jacked it up all the way until the suspensions, and I make sure that you leave like 1 or 2 bolts connected here. Then jack it up and jack it until this just pretty much pops out of the bottom. So So as soon as you guys do that, it will just come off, and it's just a matter of you pulling it to the side, taking the screw off at the top, and you'll be all set. What is up, guys? So this is day 3, day 4. This is like the day after I said the day after. I was working on the left side of the front left side, but one of the screws for the clamp actually broke, and I didn't have the tools to pretty much unscrew it or take it out or whatever. So I just took it to a random one of my mechanics, and he managed to take out the suspension. He took out the screw, and he put in the new suspensions. But now the car is sitting higher than the back, so now I am going to actually adjust the suspension so it could be even or higher, slightly higher than in the back than in the front, because I like my car kind of either static like normal like this, or kind of slanted to the front a little bit. I mean, I find it to look better. It looks nicer and cooler and stuff. So I'm actually gonna pull up to probably one of my cousin's house, get the jack from him, and fix it up. Just lift up the back more because it's way too low. The thing is that it's that low, but it doesn't scrape or anything. So, but I still want to put it higher because I don't like how it looks like this. So once I'm done that, I'll take a few pictures, videos, and show you guys how it looks then.